Okay, this is my playthrough of Pacific Drive. Let's see demo. The game should be coming out soon though. Do like the atmosphere of the game. It's the actual gameplay that kind of gets a little bit sad, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Sorry, got the hiccups. I like that duck. Deliver, unload, clean. I really like this beginning part because this is the vibes that the trailers kind of displayed, where you're by yourself and you're driving through this scenic landscape, a little bit, you know, spoopy sometimes, but this is what I wanted, you know? And then the actual gameplay is you're on foot most of the time, so I think the gameplay loop is pretty okay. It's just that the trailers look like it was showing off a different game entirely. Just toggle the wipers, the rain's coming down. Look at this. I would drive slower if I could, but I'm playing mouse and keyboard, so it's full speed or nothing. I had to record this twice, by the way, because I used different settings to reduce the file size, and it looked very strange. So I'm doing it again with the settings I normally use. Hopefully, go better this time. You know, I said, I like this. You can look in the mirror if you want. Ghost on the road. And the radio cuts out. There will be a little tiny jump scare coming up. So as I drive next to this spoopy area, my car will stop and then a giant red wormhole will suck me in. So letting people know in case they get scared easily. Don't want anyone getting a heart attack or anything. Also, I really like this vibe because it reminded me a lot of Alan Wake a little bit. It's gonna be coming out pretty soon. There it is. It's gonna happen very soon. My car's gonna stop. It's gonna pop up and suck you in. So this is kind of showing off the instability mechanic where when you go into a run, it's gonna have different things happening to the terrain. So one of that is the radiation stuff. There's a kick here. This is Sparta.
Hello? Someone out there? Hello? I could have sworn never mind. Francis, the radar's acting up again. You were supposed to tune up this piece of junk years ago. Signal. Yes, it's back. It's back. This is Tobias Barlow and Francis Cook, located in mid-zone Sector B. Do you read me? I'm picking up your distress signal in the outer zone. It looks like you're somewhere around Sector E. Hey, Francis, come here. Yes, it's urgent. Leave that interferometer alone for a second. Something is out there.
Most of the narrative is delivered through dialogue.
Hey, do you copy? Hello? Hello? Is this thing working?
They don't have a transmitter. We won't hear a thing back.
Huh. But if they're stranded, could they, I mean...
I like how it just kind of sticks out.
They're a breacher?
Slimy.
Hey, how did you get through the barrier wall? No one's gotten into the zone in ages and lived to tell about it.
And if we don't get them to safety, this one won't either.
That's a good point. Hey, you're in serious danger. The instability's closing in, and it's gonna scramble you quicker than beef in a blender. Your closest shelter is a few miles east. Get there however you can, and be quick about it.
But yeah, most of the dialogue seems to be front-loaded.
Whoa, wait, hold the phone. There it is again, that flip on the spectrometer. I've seen that waveform before, but where? Oh, kid, what could it be? A remnant?
That can't be. There hasn't been one in decades.
Look at that spectral fingerprint and tell me that doesn't match the remnants exactly.
No. What we should be looking at is how fast this creature seems to be moving.
Huh. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say they're going about the speed of a... No way. No way. Do not tell me. They found a remnant and it's a car this time? Holy cripes! No one's had working wheels in here for ages. Boy, I'd kill to know how a combustion engine's still chugging away out there.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, the breacher needs to get to safety. Then we can look into whether that car is a remnant or not.
In my heart of hearts, I already know. They're back, baby.
To get the hell out before I... Ow! My head. It's an emergency broadcast.
Hello, attention. This message is for Dr. Ophelia Turner. Send a breacher to your garage on official zone business. Now, we have it on very good authority that this person is in possession of a remnant, which has taken the form of a car, and, well,
You're on the remnant thing. She's not gonna care.
right, like I said, super official zone business. Protocol, demands that you keep them alive until we can get them to safety. Now, if you do not comply, I will occupy this broadcast channel with a recitation of the entire collection of poems I've personally written. That's 10 years and 17 volumes and...
That voice goes like a nail gun to the skull. So, another breacher, huh? How do you outsiders not understand that Arda didn't build that 300-meter wall out there for fun? Unless you're one of the unfortunates who got zapped through. Wait, I just remembered. I don't give a damn why or how you got here. You're trespassing, and I'd kindly like you to get the hell out of my zone. Unfortunately, barrier wall is as fortified against breaches trying to get in as it is against anyone or anything trying to leave. We have to find you a way out. So you might as well start by fixing up that car. Just don't break anything in my shop with those soft hands of yours.
Okay, so as you can see, the core gameplay loop is going on foot and looting things. It's not really driving a lot. I'm sure you'll drive a little bit more later. But yeah, for now, it's a little bit different than the trailer. The trailer made it look like it was mostly driving, whereas the reality is it's mostly walking on foot. A little bit weird too, like how you fix it. It just slap body on and it does this thing by itself. And then the can just explodes when you use it up. But it seems like you repair the same amount per use of it, so you probably don't want to waste it on components that are not too much damage, you know? I'm just fixing it up because I want to. Okay. Oh, no glass shards. I guess we'll just replace it then. This is the storage for the car. You're gonna put all your loot there, and then this is for crafting. Simple crafting table right here.
Oh, there's a little prototype of mine in the garage. The Arc device. Hook it up to your... This beauty won't just be your tour guide. It's your North Star and the only way back to safety. Heck, you should consider it the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit if you plan on staying alive. That's how important this thing will be to you. Yes, that's my very own invention. I'll tell you more about it if you live long enough to use it.
Okay. I will leave this here for now. The demo is set up where you have to do the things in a specific order. like to refuel everything.
If you're all set, take a look at the projector against the wall. This is the zone. Within these borders, all matter has lost the ability to hold a constant physical state. What that means is the shape, size, and makeup of just about everything constantly changes. A mile of grass can turn into 10 miles of swamp in the blink of an eye, and it does. Constantly. It's caused by something we call instability. We're completely surrounded by it, and once you've watched it chew through entire mountain ranges, you'll understand that you don't want to get anywhere near it. We can only survive in here within pockets of stability. That's what you're standing in now. And that's what you're seeing mapped on the route planner. If we're going to find you a way out of the zone, you'll need to build a new antenna. Until then, you won't be able to detect stabilized routes beyond your immediate area. So, you've got to go hunting for parts, and that means taking a drive. Go on, pick a route. The arc device in your car will then show you where you need to go.
Okay, so this is where it kind of departs from what the trailer shows. You pick your mission, and then this is your run, and then you fast travel to that area, and then you do your run in that area, and then you leave and you come back to the garage. So there's no traveling here, and then when you're in the area, most of the time is spent on foot looting. This is quite different from the vibes the trailer put out, and that is why there are some people who are not so happy with the demo. Understandably so. That said, I still think the game is pretty fun if you like looting. If you like atmospheric looters, this is essentially a looter. You know, there's enough people that like this. For me, I'm a little disappointed because there's so many looting games that, you know, just provide a little bit more depth in terms of the mechanics.
Okay, newbie. I'll keep this simple. Don't want to overwhelm that little brain of yours. You'll need a few things to rebuild the antenna at the garage. First on the list is plasma. The woods are littered with plasma generators. Look for a research trailer or a spot tower.
But that's those antenna things zapping you when you get too close. Both are always accompanied by plasma generators. The arc device is picking up on some looks like it's ripe for the picking. Can't get at it with your hands, though. An impact hammer will do the trick.
So one of the things I don't really like here, I wish they would change, but the icons.
Find those materials by any means necessary. No one's coming back ever again, so go on and take what you need. Transports, homes, outpost facilities,
Yeah.
they've all been abandoned since the zone was decommissioned in '87. Most of those structures won't even be there the next time the instability scrambles the area. So loot to your heart's content. Just loot away.
So when you see physical representations of loot like this, it's a lot different than when you go open a container and then you just see rectangular icons with colors. There's a different feeling to it. So yeah, it's just a minor complaint. I don't really mind too
Out
much.
the
But
zone all on your own. They grow so fast, don't they? And I'll be back at the helm. Been a long time, old gal. Didn't think we'd talk again after that whole Sasquatch incident.
Yes, I was hoping to go another decade without hearing your voice again. What, did you finally talk Francis to death?
Hello to you too, Oppie. And no, I'm still here.
I played through the demo a few times, and it does seem like the general map structure is pretty much the same, but then the loot seems to be a little randomized, or the doors to the buildings seems to be randomized. Like this layout is the same, but sometimes it's a little bit different in terms of like what you find. I think I got everything. Yeah, there's a little trick here where you can kind of see through the house if you yeah, you jump a little bit. Okay. Yeah, last time there was something on top over there. It's kind of hard to get.
Hey, driver. I bet you're dying to hear all about the remnants by now.
Oh, can you not? I'm a little busy trying to keep them alive.
I'll keep to the basics, I promise. They deserve to know what they're getting into.
Fine. I'm giving you 60 seconds.
That is not nearly enough time to get...
55 seconds and counting.
Okay. The remnants, in short, they're old objects that do all sorts of weird things. They bind themselves to people, and you're the latest victim. You and the car are inseparable now, so get acquainted. Once the remnant is bound to someone, they become gradually more obsessed with it. It takes over the victim's mind, until they go crazy and run off into the zone with it. No one has ever been able to resist its siren call. That fixation is probably worming its way into your brain as we speak. This is the first time we've ever got our hands on one. But we know all about the past remnants, and oh gosh, this one time it materialized as an old copper kettle, and the tea that came out of that thing, it was...
And now I'm splitting the transmissions going to your receiver. Anything critical to your immediate needs will broadcast directly and immediately to your radio and headset. Anything not mission critical will be on a low priority frequency.
Those transmissions will be recorded and indexed for you to listen to at your leisure. And by low priority, I mean just about everything that comes out of Tobias's mouth.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. So last time there was a little house like here. So I think the overall layout is generally the same, but then you have a little bit of randomization here. So we're gonna be cutting through here because there's gonna be a robot here blocking this way, and then we're gonna hit the diner and then go into the area here and then finish the map. Also, I like this. I like how you can just look at the map instead of it being on your UI. I really like that aspect of the game. It's just a shame that it's not more driving through like a giant landscape. It's these tiny encapsulated runs. Also, one other thing that I didn't like is the fact that you cannot save during the middle of your run. So if you save and then leave, you will have to start at the very beginning and you lose everything that you've done. I really don't like that because that doesn't respect the player's time. In this day and age, if people have lives, they won't be able to finish the run maybe, you know? If they're taking their time with it, enjoying it. If you see how I play, I like to get everything possible. If the time will allow me to, and you know, it takes like an hour the first time I did it. That's a long time. It's a long time to expect someone to sit there and play your game, and if you have to do something because you have obligations, you're gonna lose everything that you've done. And so that was one of the complaints people had playing the demo, and the devs will not listen to the players, and that's fine. You know, devs are free to do whatever they want, but then the people are free to just not play your game, you know? So that's the thing. I think it's a fair complaint because you can implement like an Iron Man save system where you save and then it exits the game, and then you load back where you started, so you can't really save scum. And also, like, this is just a video game. This isn't like a competitive game. It's a single player game, and you know, you don't have to worry about people quote unquote cheating the system somehow. like I don't understand. Like, this is something people do for a leisure, you know. Anyways, that's something I would like to know, because I think that is a major turnoff for some people. Definitely is for me, because I'm not gonna My schedule isn't dictated by the game, you know? And that can actually kill you, so I gotta be careful here.
Well, looks like you're near one of the old Gorilla radio stations. That ought to be prime pickings for antenna parts. I've loaded its approximate location to your map. Look for an antenna tower up on a hill somewhere.
Another thing is, you know, I saw, you know, I read through the forums to see what people's opinions are. So there's usually two camps, and one is, oh, this isn't the game I was expecting from the trailer. That's fair. And then there's another group where they're like, oh, you know, this game is pretty fun, and it's also fair. But that's when those two groups kind of mix and argue that, you know, it's kind of unpleasant to see that. But yeah, like I saw one person saying, oh, I can just optimize my runs and blast through each level in like 10 minutes, and I'm like, that goes against what the trailer was kind of showing off in terms of a more drive at your own pace kind of atmospheric type of game, you know? So like, that's exactly why people are a little bit upset. But yeah, so far though, I do think the game is fun. I think those robots will chase you down if you get close enough, but I don't think they come over here. I like looting, you know? I love loot. Like that. I love refrigerators. Commercial. I love looting. Making sure I'm not missing anything. Welcome visitors, aliens. Is there like an alien in the game? Why are you here? Well, I'm here to loot. I love the graffiti in games because it doesn't make sense. Like for example, if you're dying, like in Alien Isolation or in this game, you know, let's say things are turning to crap, you're not gonna take the time to graffiti stuff, to write messages in very large letters, by the way. Like, I don't think a lot of people would be doing that. That'd be more focused on like, oh crap, how do I survive this, you know? Or no, maybe it's the normal behavior and I'm the odd person here, but okay. I like crafting stuff as soon as I have resources for it, so that I can just save up some space. Do we need another panel? We need a door in the back, like a panel on the side. Let's see. The door. Okay. I always make sure I have two scrappers. That one's gonna die soon. Right. I'm gonna pass by that building because I don't want to deal with the robot. It is a little bit different. Last time it was a different orientation and the door was locked with a keypad and the robot would hover over the door. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to redo my run, so I'm just gonna... I was gonna pass it by. Normally when I play, I do not skip loot. I am a loot goblin. I do not skip anything. I think there was some lore or something saying the robot might be attracted to sound. But as of now, I don't think that is how they work. So we'll see. If it chases me down while looting, well, it's gonna be unfortunate. Now, from what I gather in the later levels, it is gonna be not this convenient in terms of looting. Oh. Oh. It's a robot man. What the heck? Did come over. That's a little weird. Did it damage my car? How? Wait, where did you come from? What the heck? Interesting. Every time I play the demo, it's a little bit different. Not gonna lie. I am not sure how that happened. That never happened. I played the demo, I think 3 times now, 4 times. It's the first time that happened. Well, let's see if there's some damage to our car. Let's get out of here. Interesting. I think the spooky robot was chasing us, but alright. Get out here. Yeah, okay, this building was here. It wasn't last time. Also, no, these guys were forming a line to that gas station. That was a lot spookier than this. It seems like they're having a party here. Sometimes you have to use the pry bar to get stuff open. I can make another panel, yep. Okay. You know what? I will loot over there, but for the sake of keeping this playthrough a little bit more tighter, I'm just gonna go to the gas station and then we'll move on. I think it's supposed to rain, and then I'm supposed to get in the car, but yes, yeah, I will loot everything here, but we're just gonna go in here. It's a little bit different. Last time it was raining and the rain was decreasing my health for some weird reason. I guess I guess water hurts you. I guess in terms of this game world, you know, it could be like acid rain or radioactive rain or something, so you have to get in the car. But yeah. Maybe I'll go over here. It started raining when I walked over that way, and then I had to get back to my car. Let's see if it happens here again. No. Yeah, look at all this juicy loot. I would take everything. That's why it was taking me about an hour my first time I played a demo, because I wanted to take my time and just loot everything and just explore the world. think if the trailers were a bit more honest, then, you know, more people would be interested in the game because,
That radio station's
You
up
know.
on a hill somewhere. Eyes to the horizon.
okay, lady, you got it, Doc. But you know, if they, you know, were honest and said this is a run-based extraction loot game, I think there would be enough people still interested. But because the trailers, most of them, if you go back and watch them, they kind of portray it as more of an atmospheric driving game, and this is not. This is not a driving game. It is driving only because you're going from one loop point to the next. That's pretty much it. Okay, now if I recall correctly, I can drive off over here, but I'm gonna double check. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the map was designed that way intentionally. Okay.
Time to get moving. The instability's ticking up by the second. But you can't get back the way you came. The instability makes all routes one way. And that's where my arc device comes into play.
It'll get you back to the garage, but it needs to be charged first. And to do that, you'll need anchors. Take a look at the arc device display. It maps all anchors in the nearby area. Find an anchor and feed it to the arc device to charge it. But don't you worry your pretty little head about how it works. You'll be out of here soon, so there's no reason to learn more about limb technology than you need to know.
Then we're gonna go grab these arc devices which emit radiation and slowly damage your health. And then you feed it into this thing here, and then you can exit. Let me see if there's a robot here this time. Last time there was a robot there. Oh. No, there's no robot here. Alright, so they're randomized. Oh no, there is a robot. It's over there though. It's like below.
Those anchors may look like glowing balls of magic, but it's limb tech through and through. Don't be scared. Haven't exploded in anyone's face recently.
My health's still good. Alright.
The arc device is charged and ready. You'll use it to open a gateway back to the garage, but it will immediately collapse the stability around you. So,
Uh-oh. What is this?
You do not want to get caught. You see that glowing pillar into the sky?
Only a robot?
Drive into it. Yes, it looks like hot death, but it's so much better than getting scrambled by the instability.
Okay. Your car is a jalopy, by the way. So it does that thing where in the beginning of the game you're super powerful and then you lose all your powers and you're weak. It's the same with the car. The car in the beginning handles great, and then this car is not so great, but you get to build it up. So let's drive into the light. I'm going into the light, fellas.
Oh, well. You're alive. We're certain if the zone didn't get you,
That gateway would. Did I not mention that you're the first human I've sent through that thing? I mean, they've been rodents, but it's not like it's completely untested. Anyway, it worked. So, you should have made it back with everything you collected out there. That's the beauty of the gateway. It's the only way to get back with all your marbles intact. Now, take those parts you found into the back room. I'll let you use my fabrication station. For now. That station will concoct ways for you to rig up anything from roof racks to flare guns. Assembling an antenna with those parts you brought back should be easy as pie. But it requires anchor juice to work its magic, so bring back as many as you can. And And just because I haven't used that garage in decades doesn't mean you can trash the place. Mess up my equipment and I'll throw you to the anomalies so quick you'll get whiplash. We clear?
The first time I played a demo, I didn't get to this part because it was bugged, so I physically couldn't do it, but... Okay.
Antenna signals coming through loud and clear. Give it a moment to initialize.
So you can kind of see this is like an upgrade tech tree. Span and lock will be great. Let me see, I think I don't need another panel. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of giving you like a taste of the upgrade system in the game.
Make sure to empty your trunk before heading back out. You'll need the space.
So what I like doing is I like to transfer everything over because I'm an OCD loot goblin. And then I organize by color and item type. I think I'll need that. Nope. I keep anything that I think I would need to fix my car in my car. So med kits are great. Anything to fix like a tire going flat, anything like that, I will actually just keep in there. But do keep in mind that if you die or leave a run, that you lose certain items as well as take damage to your car. So that's why I like to keep everything in here and at the garage. Okay. I can fix that all. Okay, it's all been sorted. And to make more space, I also crap stuff as much as I can. So like jumper kit, repair putty, mechanics kit, sealing kit, all of that. Make sure I have enough scrappers, sorry. Pry bars, all of that. Okay. I can just put this here.
And we're patched. Everything's in working shape, more or less. I've hooked up the antenna to the route planner. Give it a look after you're done peeping through my garage.
And that's the demo. So you can go and look at other areas with the antenna, but then it won't actually let you go there. Bald and oh, that's really bad. There's no fix. We just have to get rid of it. Oh. There you go, buddy. I believe that has a flat that we didn't fix, so let's get a sealing kit. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be it. Let me pick a destination and that'll be the end of the demo.
Much as I'd like to send you on a one-way trip out of here, Tobias won't let me hear the end of it if I don't test your car for this remnant thing. But we can't do that by staying put, and the instability's made a mess of the roads here. Our maps get outdated as quickly as we draw them. Luckily, you've got those wheels and my genius, so here's the plan. With that antenna fixed, you can now detect stabilized road junctions in the outer zone. The Arc device will chart the roads as you drive and allow us to find ways to get you where you need to go. But you have to make it back with the data intact, and only returning to the garage through a gateway will do. So,
Okay.
get driving. And don't forget to fix up your car as you go.
So that's pretty much it. That's the end of the demo. If you look here, you can kind of tell that, you know, different areas are gonna have different, you know, time limits, different danger, you know, all of that. And then you can go and upgrade your stuff. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. Hopefully this was helpful in terms of you seeing what the game is like and you forming your own opinion. Yeah, for me, I was a little disappointed because I saw the trailers at the Game Awards show and I wanted a driving game where it's atmospheric and you're in your car mostly and your car is your base. But, you know, what we got instead is a run-based, you know, loot game, and that's okay too. I'm having enough fun with it, but it is way different than the trailer, so I feel like that was dishonest. I feel like you could have just shown the game as it was and enough people would have been more than happy to play it. That's gonna be it. I have to record this multiple times. Hopefully this one is okay. That's gonna be it. As always, hope you guys are staying safe and sane out there, and catch you guys next time. Let's throw some goop on the car before we leave. Like Gwyneth Paltrow. There we go. Alright, catch you guys next time.